The first card you have for your past is the Seven of Cups. Yes, I'm just seeing that you've made some choices. You've made some choices. I'm not blaming you. Don't think I'm blaming you. I'm seeing choices here. This man's here, you can see the shadow of this man. He has all these cups in front of him. He has all these choices. He doesn't know what to do. And I'm seeing that actually you've made some choices that felt good in the short term, but actually they weren't really good for you in the long term. They were bad for you actually in the long term. I'm sorry, I'm not blaming you. That's just what I'm seeing. I've done it myself. Sometimes when, you do something to make yourself feel good in the short term, but actually all these little habits add up, and then you realize when you look back you've spent a lot of your time doing these things that actually weren't very productive. But with this, I'm seeing this could be actually a love choice. This could be someone that you actually this person actually wasn't good for you, I'm seeing, but you made a choice to be with them because you thought you'd feel better in the short term. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I'm just seeing you thinking, this makes me feel better, this makes me feel good, I'll do this right now. It's that kind of feeling I'm getting. And yes, it's good to follow your instincts, of course, but this was you weren't thinking about how this choice was going to affect you later on. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry. And you're usually very careful about your choices, I'm seeing, but with this person, you weren't, because I'm seeing your emotions actually took over what was going on. And yes, I'm seeing what happened in the end was your emotions actually did pay for this choice. They did pay for this choice. That's what I'm seeing. You paid for this choice in your emotions. I'm seeing that. Yes, the next card you have for your past is the Magician. I love the Magician. But I'm seeing in this card that, this is a bit awkward actually, this Magician card I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing power. The Magician has a lot of power. I'm seeing power here. I'm seeing that you could have been feeling that this person in the Seven of Cups had a lot of power. And still have now. They have a certain kind of power. They have a lot of power. But I'm seeing that you actually have a lot of power too, but maybe you weren't able to see this when you're around this person. I'm also seeing speaking. I'm seeing words, that kind of thing. So this person, what I'm seeing when I look at this Magician, I'm seeing that he's standing up on a stage commanding things, and he's speaking, and people are around him listening to what he has to say. They're all around him thinking, oh, what's he going to say? What's he going to do next? Is he going to do a trick? We want to see what he's going to say. He's so interesting and fascinating. All that kind of thing. So this person's actually, they're really good with their words. They're creative with their words, or they're clever with their words. They're very clever. I'm seeing that. And they're charismatic as well. And they probably are very powerful in a lot of ways. They're very powerful. I'm seeing that. But maybe you're letting their power eclipse your power. You have a very unique kind of power, a very unique kind of power. And people don't automatically see what you have, this power, this strength that you have. When they get to know you, they see that. But when they see you straight away, and even after a while, it takes a long time for them to see this, they don't actually see this. But this person's power is really obvious. Like as soon as you see this person, you feel their strength. And then they start speaking and it's like, wow, and you're blown away because they're very clever. They're a very smart person. They have a more immediate impact on people than you do. That's what I'm seeing there. You're very unique in your power, though. It's just that it doesn't, people don't see that straight away. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your past is the Ace of Wands. So yes, the Magician and the Ace of Wands. This is strength, this is power, this is energy. You had all of this around you at this time. This person's like a whirlwind. They're an amazing person. They're very strong, but if this can go wrong, you have to be very careful being on the other end, the receiving end of this person. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, you had a lot of power, you had a lot of energy around you at this time. And I'm also seeing, yes, there's a very strong physical attraction between you and this person. You're probably still very attracted to this person. And I'm seeing that you could have been feeling that this physical attraction could have been controlling your thoughts, actually, and your emotions as well. So yes, if this resonates and you're still going through this, find your own strength. It's fantastic to be physically attracted to someone. It's amazing to be around someone who's really clever like this, who's really smart. It's fantastic. You can learn a lot from these people. But don't let them control you. Don't let this take you over. You have your own strength. You're your own person. You have a lot of strength. Sometimes the strengths that are kept quiet are the best ones. That's what I'm seeing. You have all of that. So just don't lose that. Don't lose that with this person. So the first card you have, your present, is the Queen of Swords. So yes, this is what your power is. This is what I'm seeing now. This is what's happening. People don't see this coming about you, but they see your strength after a while. They can see that you do this. You have a very strong sense of right and wrong. You can cut through rubbish very quickly. And I'm seeing this person in the Seven of Cups and the Magicians very, very smart. They're very convincing. They're very smart. They're very charming. They're amazing with their words. I keep seeing that over and over again. I'm not saying they're a bad person. They could be a bad person, but that's not what I'm seeing. If you're still a couple, if you're with this person, if you're still with them, the good side of this is that you can compliment this person. You can compliment them perfectly, because they're this over-the-top kind of a person. They're full of clever things to say. They're smart. They're amazing to look at, all of these things. You can come and cut through that. So, that's fantastic, because that's good for you, because you're showing your strength to them. And that's good for them too, because they need you sometimes to kind of hold them back a little bit. That's what I'm seeing. But yes, if this relationship's going really well, I'm trying to say, sorry, I'm stumbling what I'm saying. If this is going well, if things are going well here, then it's perfect. It's like a perfect balance. But if things are not working well, there's a power imbalance. That's what I see here with this relationship. This imbalance can be really dangerous for both of you. For you, obviously, because then they can kind of eclipse you, if that makes sense. It's bad for them too, because you're like the handbrake in a way. You stop them from going out of control. So that's what I'm seeing there. So if you're still with this person, I'm seeing you have, strengths and weaknesses being together. But if you're not with them anymore, I'm seeing that this is what's happened when you're with this person. So I hope that makes sense. It might not resonate. That's just what I'm seeing. The next card you have here present is the Five of Cups. Right, I'm just seeing someone's around you. This is about family. I'm seeing this is about family, because I'm seeing this, it's actually a palace, it's actually a castle, but I'm seeing this home there. When I see home, I often see family. And I'm seeing there's someone around you who, they don't realize, they have a lot of help. They get a lot of help, they get a lot of attention, and they don't realize that they're getting as much attention and help as they're actually getting. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing people helping this person practically, and they help them emotionally as well. But this person can't quite move forward. It's like no matter how much help they get, they just can't quite get themselves together. And they actually don't realize how much help they're getting. They don't realize that. Look at this man. He's looking down at these spilled cups. He says, oh, I'm in this terrible situation. It's so sad. If he lifted up his head, he could see what's behind him, which are two cups that are sitting upright, probably full. And he'd also see there's this beautiful castle there, there's a beautiful pond, or river I should say, and there's a beautiful bridge, there's green grass, there's trees. It's beautiful, but he can't see that because he can only see what's wrong. And yes, again, I'm seeing this could be a family member, and they just can't see what they have. And yes, what I'm seeing, I hope this makes sense. This is very strange, but I'm seeing a pendulum or a swing, really a pendulum. You know when a pendulum swings backwards and forwards? I'm seeing a pendulum is like help. This is how I'm seeing this. So if you see the pendulum as help, family members are pushing the help toward this person, and they accept the help, and the pendulum swings back again. But then they have this problem, the same problem again, and then the pendulum swings back again, but not quite as far. So people are less happy to help this person as these things keep on happening over and over and over again. So it swings back a little less each time. And then this person says, why aren't you helping me? Why aren't you helping me? Well, because we've already offered our help to you so many times. Nothing's changed. We've offered you our advice. We've offered you our help. We've helped you practically. We've told you that maybe you should do this in a nice way. We've said you should do this, you should do that. You don't do any of it. You never change. And so this is why it's very frustrating for us. That's what I'm seeing is happening. And so yes, as this goes on, family are less likely to reach out to this person, and this just makes them worse. They say, nobody helps me. They actually do. This person doesn't see it, and I'm just seeing that they might change one day, but I'm really seeing that this is they're probably unlikely to change, because it's happened so many times, and they're not self-aware. They don't realize that's what's happening. The last card you have your present is the Page of Cups. So again, this is about this person. I'm sorry if this is specific. This is what I'm seeing. This is about the same person in the Five of Cups. They're a little bit childish. They're more than a little bit childish, actually. Yes, I'm just getting a clearer picture of what sort of a person this is. They're a little bit sensitive. And yes, they're childish. They find it difficult to stand on their own 2 feet because they do have that childishness about them. And yes, when I look at this card, I'm seeing this childish little person who's, quite young, and they're looking at this cup with little fish, playing with them, and they're kind of laughing and, look at this fish. But actually, when it comes to real world things, they're not very good at coping. That's what I'm seeing. And yes, they're not actually a bad person. They're just not self-aware. They just don't realize how they come across to other people, and they don't realize how other people see them. That's what I'm seeing there with this Page of Cups, because this person's not looking at anyone else. They're just looking at this fish and playing around. They're not aware of who's watching them or what's happening or how other people see them. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. Yes. Yes, there's a situation where this could be about the same person. It might not be. It might be another person. But this is someone, I'm seeing it could be the same person in the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups, because you've known this person for a long time. That's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of water behind you. If you look at the Two of Swords, there's a lot of water. There's a lot of rocks. So a lot of stuff has happened between you and this person in your past. So that's why I'm seeing could be family, because you've known this person for a long time. But you're not going to agree on something. There's some point they have their point, you have your point, and you'll never actually agree on something. I'm not seeing a big clash. I'm not seeing a big fight. I'm actually seeing this could be ending quite peacefully. This might be okay at the end, but you're not seeing each other's point of view. If she's blindfolded, she's not seeing, and you're not seeing their point of view, they're not seeing your point of view. But I'm seeing that, you might actually walk away from this person just disagreeing, and that's fine, because I'm not seeing a big fight here. I'm not seeing a great big problem. But this is, neither of you are going to agree, and that's okay, because you're both very, very the point of view you had is crucial to you, and theirs is crucial to them. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, I'm in a busy place. The next card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, again, holding on to your point of view. They're going to be holding on to theirs. Look how tightly he's holding on to the pentacle. He's not letting it go. You're not going to agree. They're not going to agree. That's okay. That's just how this is going to be. I'm not seeing this ending in a fight again. I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing that, yes, the other thing I'm seeing here is that you could be feeling a little bit stressed about money at this time. And this could be about business. This could be some kind of business you have, or some kind of project you have that you've been trying to get off the ground for a while, or something like that. You're still kind of pushing and pushing this, trying to get this off the ground. And you've been wanting to take this to a new level, I'm seeing. And you can absolutely do this. You can do this. Look, you've got the Ace of Pentacles underneath this. So you can do this. But what I'm seeing here is that because you've got the Four of Pentacles, you might be holding on to your money a little bit. And I'm seeing spend money to make money. That's what I'm seeing, that phrase. Spend money to make money. I'm not saying go out and spend lots of money and you'll make lots of money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm seeing that there could be some area where you're a little bit, you're not spending, and that's making you less efficient than you should be. So it might be that you might need some equipment that's going to speed things up for you, make things happen quicker. It might be that you need to upgrade your laptop, or you might need to do something to speed things up. You might need a new phone, or it might be something like you don't have a space that's private, so you have a lot of interruptions, and that's slowing you down. So you might need to get an office, or you might need to get something, equipment for the office or something like that. And it's like, an example of this would be, this is a silly example. I know you're not doing this silly thing, but it's like if you had a business for delivering things and you said, oh, I can't afford a car, it's too expensive, I'm going to walk around the street delivering things. And of course, you can only do few deliveries on your feet. You're going to be tired. you're not going to do things on time, you're going to be late. It's just not going to work. You're going to have to spend the money on the car to actually have a successful business. And I know that's a ridiculous example, but that's what I mean, spending money to make money. And if you do that, you'll become more efficient and you'll see that things will speed up a lot faster for you in this thing that you're trying to achieve. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, yes, for your future is the beautiful Ace of Pentacles. See, you have this great thing. You have all sorts of opportunities are going to open up for you. You just need to do this thing. Look at where you need to spend a little bit of money. Look at where you can help yourself to accelerate a lot faster than you have been. But you are going to have to spend something to do that. That's what I'm seeing. But if you do that, yes, things are going to work out really well. This will be financially good for you. This will be, very stable for you financially as well. If you spend this little bit of money, if you look very carefully at where you need to improve things, where you can speed things up, where you can be more efficient, all of that kind of thing, you will be going. I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't see this on screen. I'm going to put my hand. I never do this because I've got OCD and I don't like messing up the cards. So there is an opening there in that hedge, a path leading up to it. You go through and there's some beautiful mountains and you can climb up to the top of the mountains and be right at the very top of your game. If you do spend this little bit of money, invest in yourself, invest in whatever this is, and you'll be able to do this. That's what I'm seeing there.